A frightening incident occurred in Sheffield, where a man was attacked by two large dogs on a residential street. The attack was captured on CCTV, and South Yorkshire police have now released the footage in the hope of urging dog owners to take greater responsibility for their pets. The incident happened on Sunday, September 29, just after 5 p.m. on Dagenham Crescent. The two dogs involved in the attack were identified as a Mastiff and a Cane Corso, both known for their strength and size. The primary victim was a 47-year-old man who was walking in the area when the two dogs approached him. In a terrifying scene, the dogs quickly turned aggressive and launched a vicious attack. They bit him multiple times, leaving him with deep cuts and puncture wounds all over his body. The extent of his injuries was so severe that emergency services were called, and the man had to be rushed to the hospital by ambulance. Doctors determined that he would need surgery to treat his wounds. As of the latest updates, the man remains in the hospital, still recovering from the attack. Unfortunately, this wasn't an isolated incident in terms of injuries. A second person, a 14-year-old boy, was also hurt during the attack. The boy was injured when he bravely tried to intervene and help the man who was being mauled by the dogs. Thankfully, his injuries were reported to be minor in comparison to the primary victims, but it still must have been a terrifying ordeal for the young teenager to witness and be a part of. Following the attack, police moved quickly to investigate the situation and determine who was responsible for the dogs. As a result of their investigation, two individuals were arrested. The first was a 21-year-old man, who was taken into custody under suspicion of possessing a dangerously out-of-control dog. He was also charged with obstructing a police officer during the investigation. After being questioned, the young man was released on police bail while authorities continued to look into the circumstances surrounding the attack. The second individual arrested was a 39-year-old woman, also under suspicion of having a dangerously out-of-control dog. She too has been released on police bail, pending further inquiries by South Yorkshire Police. In particular, police hope the footage will make dog owners think carefully about the measures they take to ensure their dogs are properly contained and supervised, especially when it comes to breeds that have the potential to be dangerous. While dogs can bring a lot of joy to their owners, they are still animals, and if they feel threatened or become aggressive, they can cause serious harm, as this case tragically demonstrates. South Yorkshire Police have stated that they are committed to ensuring that dogs are kept under control in public spaces, and they are urging dog owners across the region to step up and take action to prevent incidents like this from happening again. Local authorities are also looking into the conditions in which the dogs involved in this attack were kept. Depending on the outcome of the investigation, there may be further consequences for the dog owners, especially if it is found that the dogs were not properly cared for or were being kept in conditions that contributed to their aggressive behavior. The incident has understandably caused shock and concern within the local community, with many residents expressing their worries about the safety of others, particularly children, when aggressive dogs are not properly controlled. While most dog owners take responsible steps to ensure their pets are safe and well-behaved, incidents like this can leave a lasting impact on the community and raise awareness of the potential dangers posed by certain breeds if they are not adequately managed. As the investigation continues, police have asked for anyone who may have witnessed the incident or who has any information that could assist them in their inquiries to come forward. They are particularly interested in hearing from anyone who may have seen the dogs before or after the attack or who might know more about how the animals escaped from their owner's property. In the meantime, local residents are hoping that justice will be served for the victims of this terrifying attack, and that the dogs will be prevented from causing harm to anyone else in the future. The incident has highlighted the importance of responsible pet ownership, and authorities are keen to prevent any further tragedies of this kind from happening again. South Yorkshire Police are likely to continue their public awareness campaigns, urging pet owners to understand the legal and moral responsibilities that come with owning potentially dangerous dogs. It's a difficult and tragic situation, and one that will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact on both the victims and the community as a whole.